today's Extra.
We've called in the closer. Coach Fun, Matteo Martinez, is with me to close out the Anglers Extra-vaganza post-game show. Coach, I've begun every interview here with the same question. When you think back to the summer of 2026, 10 years from now, 20 years from now, what are you going to remember?
To sum it up in one word would be hard, but I mean the immediate answer is fun. You know what I mean? I think that we had a great group of young men. I think that we had an incredible coaching staff. I think we had a great group of interns. I think we had two pretty decent broadcasters, and overall a really, really good organization. I mean, there was not one part of this summer that sucked or like all around it was elite.
I know it was a late decision for you to come to Chatham and join Dennis Cook's coaching staff. What do you think after a year?
It was a no-brainer, and Dennis proved it right. You know what I mean? There wasn't much to talk about. There wasn't much to think about. It was just, if you get the chance to go to Chatham, anybody in baseball knows that's where you need to be.
So you think of all the different players who have come here throughout the summer, different players who were here for short periods of time at the start, the draft-eligible guys, the guys who just came in at the end. Who stands out in your mind?
You know, to break it down into one player would be tough. I think that there's definitely a couple groups of players. You group in a couple infielders, a couple outfielders, a couple pitchers. I mean, Angel Cervantes, Robert Spoley, Oliver Pudvar, Collins Black, and Harlan Holvader, you know, were the guys that were there from day one to the last day of the season. And I think there's something to say about their toughness and also, you know, their character for us to want to keep them around, and their talent, you know, to be able to play a full season in the Cape Cod League. That's become more and rare nowadays. So, you know, it's just one of those things that I really appreciate every player we had being willing to come up here. Some of them, you know, had less than 24 hours notice of, hey, you know, we want you to be here, and when do I need to be there? Well, you need to be here yesterday. So it's a matter of, I really appreciate all of our players. You know, I think that they made sacrifices to be here, and I hope that we did the best to, you know, take care of them.
For someone who's never seen this or been through this before, how would you sum up the Chatham experience?
One of a kind, for sure. You know, between the weather, between Veterans Field, between, you know, the team camaraderie, the level of play, I think it's a one-of-a-kind experience.
Matteo, thanks for the time.
Thank you, Jake.